So now let's get into the seller's reaction, i.e., your reaction when you have someone who is very hesitant in getting started with you. I'm sorry to break it to you, but chances are you feel rejection in that moment. If someone expresses interest and excitement and all of this, right, and they're curious, and then at the end they're just like, very hesitant, don't want to get started, you immediately feel rejected, and rejection doesn't feel good. This puts you in a place where you feel like you need to add a bonus, where now you're trying to create that sense of urgency and kind of push too hard, where now you feel inclined to have to drop the price of the program, where now you find yourself over explaining why they should get started. Okay, and now you're sending crazy voice notes and long paragraphs, and that is giving panic energy. And panic energy is going to reduce the trust that they ultimately need to build with you in order to get started. When a buyer hesitates, you're naturally going to feel rejected. Okay, the reality is that rejection triggers insecurity. And now the insecurities and the thoughts come in. Am I good at this? Are people ever going to buy from me? Am I ever going to start closing sales? Insecurity triggers overcompensation. And it's what I just said. You're going to find yourself talking more, giving way too much information, doing more convincing, and you're not here to convince anyone and trying to prove a point, and you're not here to try to prove or convince anyone to do anything. The psychological truth is the more you push someone, the more the buyer is going to fall back. And they're not going to feel inclined to get started. Why? Because pressure moves safety. When you are applying pressure and you are trying to get someone to understand why they need to get started, they're no longer going to feel safe and comfortable with you. And as much as we don't want to believe it, safety is a necessary component in order for someone to finally be ready to commit with you and get started with you as their mentor. And the hard truth I'm going to leave you guys with in this specific video, I'm always going to tell you guys what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, is that convincing someone is a symptom of your own uncertainty, not theirs. The moment you find yourself feeling like you have to convince someone to get started with you, that is your cue. It is an ultimate red flag. You need to return and provide clarity. That's what that means. Your buyer just needs more clarity. All right, so I have a little homework assignment. I want you guys to work on this before you move forward, and I want you guys to rewrite your offer into before and afters. Okay, before clarity and then after clarity, so you can see the difference. Okay, if your explanation when you're showing up and sharing your offer and why people should get started with SWC, you're just focused on what they get, how it's structured, what's included, but you're not focused on what changes, what feels different, what becomes easier, what you're actually doing is feeding curiosity. You need to reframe this for yourself until the transformation feels tangible. I want you guys to ask yourself, can someone visualize their life 30 days after working with you? If not, that's hesitation waiting to happen.